Howdy folks, welcome back. It's me Impulse. I'm going to be playing some Battlefield 4 in the background. I hope you enjoy it. I'm trying to get back into Battlefield 4. I am absolutely struggling at the moment. I'm only playing Battlefield 4 because I can't play Division, and I'll get into that in a second. And I really want to get into Battlefield because I'm looking forward to Battlefield 1. To be honest, I'm also looking for Titanfall. Looking forward to get my hands on the new Call of Duty because I want the new HD version of COD 4. I love COD 4, you know. I just especially love the mission where you have to sneak through the grass to shoot that bloke's arm off. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that's one of the best missions in the game. And to be honest, I think the storyline on COD 4 was absolutely fantastic. Yes. However, I've been playing Battlefield 4, however, not doing very well. I am struggling. Yes, I am. But the reason why I'm doing this video is I'm having issues with the Division. Simply put, I have today, let's put it say, 7 times via the Uplay app tried to load the Division. It hasn't loaded. It's just crashed at the same point as you get the Uplay logo, which is that big U circle. It starts going out and it crashes. So I decided to use the desktop. Went into the shortcut on the desktop, started up, loaded up, looked okay, got to the circle and it crashed. Not once, not twice, but all 7 times. So I had tried to get into the game 14 times in a row and crashed every time. I've even verified the files, still doing it. And the only thing I can think of, because there's no update there for it, the only thing I can think of, and strange enough, is the Windows 10. The Windows 10 update, the anniversary update, which give you a lot more on the operating system, and also did reactivate quite a few of the privacy settings, which I had to go re-deactivate, you little shits. Oh, sorry, I just banged my hand. That is what I think is causing an issue. I don't know if it's true, but it could be. That's the only thing I can think of which is causing an issue. The only way to find out is, to be honest, to uninstall it and reinstall it again. But I don't really want to do that because I don't have fiber until the 30th of this month, so it means it'll take me a long time to re-download it again, especially with all the DLC. Yeah. Plus, my internet at the moment is playing up, so I cannot wait until I get optical fiber, because once I get the optical fiber, I'm going to get the engineer to check everything again to make sure it's working perfectly, because there's going to be an engineer coming out that day. Oh my god, see what I mean by the fact that I'm doing shit in this game? But I just don't know why Windows 10 would cause that kind of issue on that game. I'm having issues with World of Warships, but I think that's an issue with World of Warships itself. Every time I can go in, play it, but every time I come out, it'll just freeze the PC. There's something wrong with the game itself after the last update. So what I'm going to do, because it was a major update, so I'm thinking of uninstalling it and reinstalling it when I have fiber and see if that works. It could be an issue that my SSD is on its way out. I doubt it, because, you know, don't think that is, because it would say that, because I got the Samsung Magician, which checks it out every day when I put it on, and it says it's okay, so it can't be that. But you know, I just don't understand why this is. However, remember the video my friend Bluez and Twos did of Microsoft planning to sabotage Steam? And he wasn't the only one who's doing it. It was quite a few other YouTubers bringing this up. And I was trying to get my head around it. I was trying to figure out why they wanted to do this. And it brought back to, I think, around about 5 to 6 years ago. It was in the time of the Xbox 360. And there was a sudden surge of console players moaning that the fact that PC players didn't pay to play online. They could just play online with everyone else. Why did console players have to play online? Which is a fair point. To be honest, it was a fair point, because I was a console player then. And I'm wondering, is this because this is now Microsoft's way of saying, right, we've got to do something about this, you know, we've had enough of these PC players getting away with not paying for any online play when they're using our operating system. So yeah, get it, operating system. So they probably decided, well, what they need to do, we're going to sabotage Steam, and hopefully then the only way they're going to be able to play is via Uplay, Origin, because Origin pay Microsoft money, so does Uplay, and they also got that deal where they can have games on their console, so they're not going to sabotage that. Steam is an independent, so what they're thinking of doing is getting that Steam, stopping Steam from doing it, blocking them, causing them issues, so the only app you're going to be able to use for gaming is the Xbox app. And if they do that, they're going to suddenly put on a subscription fee. Do you think so? That's the only reason why I think Microsoft has decided to go all guns blazing at Steam. That's the only reason I could think that happened. If that happened, do you think, because I feel right, that people are suddenly, if that happened, people would swap to different operating systems. And if you're not quite sure, there are different operating systems out there, and mainly Linux-based operating systems. There are about 4 or 5 different ones. A lot of them are very well based on, to be honest, perform better than Windows 10. I have a friend who has a computer and 2 laptops. The 2 laptops are identical. One of them was his brother's, but he decided to go on to a PC, so he kept that laptop and put one as Windows 10, one as a Linux operating system, the same operating system he has on his PC. And he ran a task. And guess what? The task was run quicker on the Linux-based operating system than it was on the Windows 10. The Linux-based operating system also looked better, more professional, which is scary. It looked fantastic, and it would load up in a matter of less than 10 seconds. The time you switched on, it was loaded up within 10 seconds. It's almost like the Apple operating system, where the Apple operating system used to load up within a matter of a second. It was like that. And Windows 10 was taking around about 40 seconds on average to about a minute, all dependent. Yeah, it's weird. Strange weird. But it showed, and to be honest, when I was looking at Linux, I thought Linux looks a lot better. So if Microsoft did decide, well, we're going to charge them for a subscription by using the Xbox Live app, that's the only way they're going to be able to play, then I could see people will swap over to Linux. Do you think that's going to be the same? Do you think that's going to be the same? Because I honestly see that. You take consideration, all game developers are now taking consideration open source. And on Linux, a lot of open source is to do with Mantle, Vulkan. It does also have DirectX 12 as well. So, you know, don't get wrong, it has a lot of stuff in it. A lot of companies and graphics cards and game developers are taking this Linux open source operating system very, very seriously. So they can see something coming along. They can see what Microsoft are going to do something, and they're ready. They're getting prepared. So what do you think? Do you think the reason why Microsoft are doing this against Steam is the fact that they want to get to be pay as you play kind of thing, as a subscription? Or do you, and if that happened, do you think they'll all swap over to Linux? Let me know in the comments, but until next time, it's me, Impulse, signing off. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and until next time, bye from me.